On time also. You're all welcome. How was our day? I just left Lagos traffic. The space was meant for 8 p.m. but Lagos traffic said no. Alright, so but we are back 8:30. We're starting now. Kindly share, let more people join in so that we can start on time. This is the best Twitter space for publisher yet in Nigeria. Surely we're still going to have better ones to come, but at least this is a great start. My vision and plan for publishers, self-publishers in Nigeria is to have us come together in unity. Because I believe in unity, I believe in growth unity. There's no point for competition, alright? There's no point, except it's healthy competition, but most people are always having unhealthy competition, and it leads to many bad lucks. But if we can come together, collaboration, for example, this Amazon KDP termination accounts, I believe if we can come together to unite ourselves, to learn, to help the new ones that are coming up, I believe that things will become better because we'll be able to provide more quality books, more value to the publishing community abroad, and it will enhance our own statistics of self-publishing in Nigeria. So I believe in helping each other. There's no point. We cannot make the money. We cannot make the dollars. We cannot make the $1,000, $2,000, $10,000, $100,000. We cannot do that. So I believe in collaboration than competition, and that's why we're having this space. I'm gathering a lot of experts, and this is just the beginning. We are still going to have more and more. So we're going to be having that. It might be once monthly, twice monthly, as time permits us. All right. So you're all welcome. You're all welcome to this space. And I have my speaker for today, Mr. Emmanuel. Mr. Emmanuel, our Amazon KDP group is about to cut soap for us. The soap that will make us $10,000 per month. That's a whooping. How much in naira? That's a whooping. That's millions of naira, like millions of naira. With this current exchange rate for dollar to naira rate, that's a lot of money, man. This guy is a baller. He is a baller. Please give him a follow. Give him a follow. He's worth following. All right. Give Emmanuel a follow. All right. You're all welcome. Please kindly share again so that we can start in less than 2 minutes. We are going to start. And of course, as I said, the focus of this space is such that we are all growing, all right? There's nobody that is perfect or at the peak of Amazon, KDP, or Kobo yet, all right? There's nobody that knows it all. So we're all here to grow, we're all here to learn and grow with each other, all right? So that is the point. So my focus for this space is for newbies, all right? Those that are just starting out, those that just got the course, those that have not made any sale, those that have made few say like $50, $100, and are willing to, that they are planning to scale it to having thousands of dollars on their dashboard, all right? So that's my focus for this Twitter space. I'll be hosting it. I'm not hosting it for experts, all right? No, of course, everybody's growing, all right? But my focus is for the newbies, all right? So if you're a newbie, you're welcome. You're welcome to this space. You're welcome. Please invite more people. Let's have a lot of people join in. Invite more people. Share the space. Retweet. All right. So, Mr. Emmanuel, you have the floor now. You have about 40 minutes to teach us. We've already discussed the outline, all right? So, but my focus again for this space is that I want to help newbies grow. So, majority of them are not making sales, and so we have to first diagnose what the problem is, all right? They're not making sales because one, I feel many don't have books on their shelf. They don't have a lot of books on their shelf yet. They just want to make the money. Of course, the Nigerian get rich quick attitude that they just have like 2 books and they expect to make $10,000 of that, all right? But it doesn't work that way. So we have to orientate them properly. We have to let them know what it takes to have those kind of books and those kind of money on your dashboard, all right? So my focus is for sales of Amazon KDP and sales of the new platform that I just found out, the first person in Nigeria. I'm proud of myself, all right? So, all right, so Mr. Emmanuel, you're welcome. Please, you have the floor now. You have the floor. Please unmute yourself, unmute your mic. You have the floor, Mr. Emmanuel.
Just repeat it to you, man.
Yeah.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Yeah, thank you so much for this huge privilege and this great opportunity conferred to me.
Mr. Emmanuel, we can't hear you well. Can you increase your speaker or something? Yeah, I can't hear you well.
All right, I said thank you so much for this huge opportunity conferred to me. Thank you so much, man. The Lord bless you in Jesus' name. Thank you. And everyone, you're welcome to this $1 million space.
Mr. Emmanuel, are you still here?
Hello, I am here.
Okay. So you have the floor. All right. So now, sorry, just give me a minute. You have this is 8:33. So you have till 9:20 p.m. All right, to actually teach us, to tell us how you made that whooping over $10,000 on your dashboard in just 1 month. We want to know the secret. We want to get the soap. Like, cut the soap for us. All right. So that's our focus. So just tell us how you started your journey. What has helped you so far? What are the tools? What are the strategies you used? How have you avoided Amazon termination so far? How have you done that? So we just want to know those basics. So, all right. So I'm going to have 10 to 15 minutes for questions. 10 to 15 minutes for questions and answer. All right. I want to give space so that we can know how we can improve. This is the first day. All right. So we can know how we can improve on the space for the second and third until the 7th day of this Amazon KDP and Kobo sales training space. All right. So Mr. Emmanuel, you have the floor. Continue. But I need you to speak. I don't know, maybe it's my own speaker. I can't really hear you well. But I need your speaker to be much louder.
Yeah, hello, good evening to you, everyone.
All right, it's better now.
I hope you can hear me. It's my privilege and very great joy to be here this evening. Thank you so much, Dr. Kenny Akinola, for this huge opportunity given to me. Good evening, everyone. My name is Emmanuel Oluwasegun, and I must say it's so nice to be here as regards Amazon KDP. Amazon KDP is a self-serving platform that allows you to sell your book to your buyers, online buyers. It gives you the privilege to gives you the privilege to sell your product to people that you do not even know. But this Amazon KDP, there are a lot of misconceptions, there are a lot of ignorances that people do not have light about. A lot of people, they just think I can just come to Amazon and just start publishing. No, it is not like that. One thing I know in life is that when you don't have a formula that guides you, when you don't have a guidelines that guides you in life, you are very prone. You will be always at the edge of failing. You will always be at the edge of being behind others. So to start with this night, I am going to tell us about Amazon KDP, how it has worked for me, and when I started publishing on Amazon KDP. I started Amazon KDP in 2020. That is 2 years back, and it seems difficult. It was very difficult for me. It was so hard because there was no privilege to hear about courses. There was no news about somebody somewhere selling courses to people. There was nothing of such. But when I started Amazon KDP then, I started publishing some books of which I have no good content, of which did not make any sales. So I got tired. A lot of you now, you have gotten tired because Amazon has not worked for you. And as a Christian and as a minister of the gospel, I once felt that, all right, maybe God did not want me to do Amazon KDP. All this kind of mentality that when failure sets in, we begin to question our sanity. When failure comes in, we begin to question the mind and the heart of God.
Hello, Mr. Emmanuel. Sorry to cut you there. Sorry, but I'm getting a lot of messages that people cannot hear you very well. Like, people are saying that it's breaking network. Please, if you can hear him and me, please just indicate that we know that the issue is not from our side. Please, if you can hear, just indicate in the message, under the message, please, if you can hear him and me, just indicate that you can hear, so that we know that we are communicating. That's the point of all this, that we are communicating. So please kindly do that now. If you can hear us, if you can hear me right now, just indicate that yes, I can hear you. We can hear you, please.
I think the network,
please do that.
The network is somehow bad with some people.
Yeah, of course, the network could be bad in some places, but I want to ensure that it's not everybody. Like, the issue is not from us; it's just some people's network. But of course, I'm recording the space, all right. But still, I want us to at least communicate to some people that we can communicate to right now. Please indicate below very quickly. Can you hear us? Let me, one requested. Okay, approve. Okay. All right, so can you hear us now?
Hello.
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, Bob is there. Let me just make Bob a co-host too. All right. Let me invite him to speak. Okay. All right, Bob, can you hear us? Okay. Hello, Bob. Okay, Emmanuel, you can hear me, right?
Yeah, I can hear you clearly, ma.
Okay, so but I want to believe others who can hear me because can hear me. All right, so let's continue then. Let's continue because of our time.
All right, so as I was saying,
let's continue.
I said,
all right,
when I started Amazon KDP, it was as if this thing is not even a part for me. It was as if this thing is not God's plan for my life. Because when you are not getting something tangible, when you are not getting a profit from what you are putting your effort into, it's as if God does not want you to do it. That is the mentality of a lot of people, especially if you are a Christian or if you are a person that loves God. You believe that God does not want you to do it. But the truth is that there are certain things that can limit people in life. One of the things that can limit a person in life is lack of information. When people do not have access to the right information, they will always be at the back. They will always be behind great people. So when I started Amazon KDP, there was no information that reached me that there is a course about Amazon KDP. But thank God for this year and thank God for growth and light. It was this year I got the knowledge that there is a course about Amazon KDP. And then I started publishing back around May/June. So I started making notebooks because that was very easy. I started making notebooks, a lot of notebooks. And this thing, again, there's no profit, there is no even light at all. But one thing that actually helped me as a person is I did not give up. A lot of you are experiencing no sales at this point, but you are already thinking that Amazon is not going to work for you. One thing I just want to tell you before I proceed is that you should not give up. There is a light, there is always a light for you. You just have to endure, just have to persevere to the end. So now let's move. What are the problems that a lot of people are facing when it comes to Amazon KDP? I think most times Nigerians, we really do not understand the depth of what Amazon KDP entails. People just come from nowhere. After buying a course, they just start doing Amazon KDP, and the next thing you hear them say is, I am not making a sale, this thing is not going to work, this thing has failed me. I want to tell you that beyond your course, there are other ways that you can even know. There are other ways that you can learn. And one of the things that helped me as regards Amazon KDP is self-discovery. You have to discover yourself. You have to know the reason why you want to do this thing. You have to know the reason why. You have to know your goals. You have to know your motive. When I started Amazon KDP then, I had no motive. My motive was just to make money. Okay, these people, they are selling books, so let me just be making notebooks, let me be doing this and that just to have money in my own account. The motive was very, very wrong. I mean, Amazon KDP is giving value. You are giving value to people, you are giving value to lives, you are helping people to achieve
You are helping people to get their own goals come true. When you write books on self-help, how to get motivated, how to inspire yourself when all things are down, I mean, this is a gift to humanity. I would say that Amazon KDP is a gift that Jeff Bezos gave to the world. Like, it connects two people together. One of the problems people are facing is no sales generally. Some people, they are facing no sales, and reason being that a lot of things are not said when they get their course, or perhaps in their course. A lot of things are not explained to people, and one of the things that are not explained to people is definition of words, definition of keywords, definition of a lot of things about Amazon KDP. Now, talking about niches, a lot of people, they hear the word niches every time and then, but a lot of people do not know the definition of niches. Sorry to say that. A lot of people, they only hear the word niches. You have to niche down, you have to do it.
And sorry, Manuel, sorry to cut you there. And that's very, very, very true. And it's so funny. Google is there for, even if you got a course, and Google is always there. I wonder how Nigerians, how they do. If you don't understand something, you can quickly just Google it. What is a niche? And it will bring out every explanation. So one thing I just want to take from what you said now is that, please, let's Google is our friend. If you don't understand something to the basics, and probably you are shy to ask another person, maybe for the shame of they would shame you that you do not know what you are doing, you can always use Google. So before you ask that question, always use Google first. Like, use Google. Google is there for you. All right. So please, let's learn to take knowledge very seriously. If you don't understand something, first go to Google before asking people. So if you don't understand after going to Google, then you now have the right to ask another person. All right. So please, let's take note of that. All right, Mr. Emmanuel, you can continue.
So as I was saying, I mean, people need to get slight knowledge, a very deep knowledge about every terms used in Amazon KDP. For example, some people do not even know what evergreen niches means. I will not blame them because it's a new thing to them. But the fact that it was not explained in your course, I mean, that should not give you limits that you should go further, know everything. At some point, I also do not know what niches mean. I just hear people say you have to niche down. So until one point, I sat down. Okay, let's know the meaning of what is the word niche. You have to know what every keyword, what it means. To niche down means is a specialized segment, a specialized part of a market. I mean, a particular segment in a market. For example, in your room now, you have a space that you
Okay, I think Mr. Emmanuel's network is breaking right now. We'll just wait for him a bit. Mr. Emmanuel, are you with us? Emmanuel, this should be his network. Hello, Emmanuel. Okay. All right, just to buttress on the few points he has made. All right. So he mentioned something about niche, and that many people don't even understand what niche is. You know, you keep hearing niche down, your course, niche down. But what you can do is, there was a time I also got, I had that challenge when I got Emmabams course at first. Then I got Mr. This man, the first expert, Amazon expert for passive income for laptop. I've forgotten his name. But I also got his course.
Mr. Welts. Is it Mr. Welts?
Yeah, Mr. Welts. Yes, thank you, Bob. Mr. Welts. Yeah. So is Manuel back? Oh, all right. So I got Mr. Welts' course. So I know I got a lot of course. I got people international. I love research. That's my own. I love research a lot. When I got their course, I used about 1 or 2 months to just do research. I didn't even publish. I was just doing research. I think Mr. Emmanuel is back. Hello. Emmanuel, I thought I heard you speak just now. All right, so I was doing that research for months and months and months, and it was got important. I had to tell Abraham that Abraham, I'm still doing research. I'm not started publishing because I want to understand what this platform is about. I want to know how I can come in and be unique. That was what I told him, and it got to a point. Abraham told me that you just have to start. It's when you start, you grow. Yes, you research, but you just have to start. And I realized that is until I started publishing. I now really understood what it means. So that's why theory is not enough. Theory is not just enough. You learning, watching the course videos, learning, and you have to implement. It's when you implement that you will make your mistakes. Everyone will make their mistakes. So you have to give room for that mistake. You have to give room for growth. All right, you have to give room for growth in your. It's not just enough for Amazon KDP. Any business you are venturing into, whether online, offline, you will have your own experience. So you don't be afraid to start out. Don't be afraid to click on that create ebook. Don't be afraid to click on that keyword. Start typing how to lose weight. Don't be afraid to just start. As you start, you start learning, you start making your mistakes. But in those mistakes, you are growing. There's growth, and to get to a point, YouTube, you start becoming experts, such that on your dashboard, you'll be seeing thousands of dollars. But it's step by step. It will not happen overnight, and that's the mistake many people. Okay, sorry, I think Mr. Emmanuel is pressing that. Okay, invite to post. All right. I don't want to take over this space. Tonight is for Emmanuel. I want him to show us how he's making so much money. All right, so you can please unmute your mic now and speak, Mr. Emmanuel. Thank you.
All right, so sorry for the disruption. I really have a bad network here. As I was saying, learning about whatever thing you want to learn about, always ensure that you have a deep understanding about what it entails. And one thing that helped me in Amazon KDP is you have to discover yourself. When you discover yourself, it takes about researching to discover what will work for you. The person that created the course you are using, the person actually got the knowledge maybe from someone or from his own research. You also don't limit yourself to your course. Always move outside your course to learn, to research. Talking about Amazon KDP, I'm going to tell us some niches that work well for me, and one of them is health niches. About health, we have a whole lot of niches under health, and a whole lot of people, they are ignoring these things. Some people, they ignore cookbooks. Some people, they ignore business and money. Some people, they ignore a whole lot of niches are neglected on Amazon KDP. Evergreen niches, they are not seasonality. They are not for any season. They are frequent. But there are some niches that they are about seasonality. But the ones you are neglecting are the ones a whole lot of us, we have made our profit from. It is good that you work on evergreen niches, but do not limit yourself. Do not restrain yourself from getting to other niches to work. And another thing you should bring when you are coming into Amazon KDP is creativity. When you just venture into it without any creativity, you cannot think for yourself, you cannot craft a title, you cannot write a good English, you cannot paraphrase, you cannot format a good book. These things, it will not help you. They will always defer you from making sales. So when you have creativity entails your cover. A whole lot of us, there was a time I was making research on Amazon, and I saw one cover. The cover has Canva trade logo on it. It was very, very demeaning. And that kind of person will also come to Twitter. We also be saying the course they got is very bad. The person teaching them is very bad. They enrolled for a mentorship is very bad. All these things, they are not done. Always ensure that you take your time. Amazon KDP is not a quick scheme. It's not something you will do today and you'll be expecting money tomorrow. It takes time, it takes patience, it takes a whole lot of research. It was when I was researching that I came across a course that made me know product merge. Product merge is an extension that has helped me with keywords. And I think that is where a lot of us, we have problem. That is where a whole lot of us, we really do not.
Okay, Mr. Emmanuel, sorry to cut you there. So you mentioned something about product merch, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So it's a tool for keywords, right?
Yeah, product merch is a tool for keyword. It gives you every details about that book you are making research on. And to be very frank,
okay, so how can we get the product merch?
Product merch, if you want to get product merch, is as the same way we installed all these extensions.
Okay. I think I saw a thread. You wrote a thread on it. There was a time you wrote a thread on it, right?
Yes, ma'am. And this product merch, it gives you focus keywords, it gives you long tail keywords, it gives you in-depth keyword about whichever book you are making your research about. But a whole lot of people, they ignore things. People don't believe in things. People just see that these people, they just want to attract followers, so they go on, they move on. At least give it a try. If it does not work for you, fine, rest. And if it works for you, keep doing it, keep publishing. Now, another problem we have about Amazon KDP is lack of content, low content. People complain a lot that they do not have content to write. Google, people have viewed Google, there is nothing else to write on Google. But I have certain secret that I'm going to share with us this night of how I get my content and how I was able to make 198 books in the month of October. Actually,
Okay, sorry, Mr. Emmanuel, because I want us to be very practical as possible in this. Thank you so far. Like you are really cutting like real soup, and we appreciate you. So, but I want us to do something, all right? So can we retweet this space, every one of us here? Then everything Mr. Emmanuel has been teaching, please just everything you are learning, start writing it, start making it as a tweet and posting it on your Twitter space right now. Share this Twitter space, retweet it as much as possible, and give Mr. Emmanuel a follow, give Bob a follow. Every host here, give us a follow, a tweet, and everything you are learning, so that, because we need to retain this knowledge. It's not just for speaking it now. It's when we keep seeing it, in our post, we keep remembering that, okay, yes, I can implement this because we have actually learned about it. So we're not just speaking to the air. Even as you are writing it down, as you are learning it, please start writing it down. What you just said now about product merch, what you just said now about how we get content to write 198 books. So everything, start putting it down. Quote his name. I think his Twitter handle is at Emmanuel Bams, right? Am I correct?
Yeah, Emmabams, just Emmabams.
Yeah, Emmabams, please quote him, give me a follow, give Bob a follow, and us. Let's keep going like that. So just do that as he's teaching right now, right? So Mr. Emmanuel, you can continue.
Very
Thank
much,
you.
Ma. So as I was saying, I was able to make 198 books. In fact, I think this ASU period actually helped me because I had a whole lot of time to myself. I had to forfeit my tailoring skills then, so as just to make a whole lot of books on Amazon. But then, how do I make 198 books in 1 month? To an ordinary person, it looks as if it is not possible. It is whatever thing you imagine it is not possible, it will not be possible for you. Always imagine that everything can be possible for you. Actually, I have some sites that I get books. Talking about health book, I am not very vast when it comes to health. I am not a medical student, and to avoid problems of going through Google, sometimes Google gives you wrong update. Google gives you wrong content because anybody can post on Google. So to save myself from going up and down looking for content, I'll just go to pdfdrive.net. pdfdrive.net. I will download books on whatever book I want to publish, a similar book to it. If I do not get the original title, something similar to it, perhaps a title similar to it, I get there, download the books. Sometimes I'll download like 5 books, sometimes 10 books, and when I read them, I make them, I get content from them. Sometimes you can even copy them, paste them, and paraphrase it. You see, doing this, you have a whole lot of time to make a whole lot of books. And when I made these books, I ensure that these books, they have the same number of pages, so that to save myself from the stress of going to Amazon KDP calculator to get template. So literally I made 198 books with the same format, with the same number of pages, and with one single template, because going up and down looking for template, it could be strenuous and onerous. So this is an example of being creative. Somebody has written about whatever thing you are looking for, whatever book you want to publish. You will not be the first publisher, and you will not be the second publisher in that niche. So just explore. Go to people who have written this thing before. Check what they have in their books. Gather your own content from there. But a lot of people, they complain that Google, they did not see this, they did not see that, they did not blah 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 blah. I mean, add creativity. I said something on my tweet sometimes. I said, whenever you are doing Amazon KDP, always add common sense to this thing. Add more creativity to whatever thing you are doing. A lot of people, when they want to make their covers, you have to study what sells on this market. You have to study how these people behave. You have to study what these people think, what they actually want. Why would somebody come online and buy this person's book? I used to think that, okay, what am I not doing? What is very wrong that I have been doing? And then I learned that when I want to make my cover, I will just go to Canva. I'm using a free Canva Pro, and I'll just make a lot of covers. They are not even good. But then I learned that I have to study the first 5 bestsellers. I will study how these people design their own cover to make my own cover. You see, Amazon KDP is also, you have to be very patient. You have to study. You have to study the market, you have to study the niche, you have to study the competition. A lot of people do not study competition, they just go. Even people, they are very lazy to read the reviews. Sometimes when you read the reviews, you can get your title, what people actually want. You follow the vote in your own mind. Okay, this person said this book does not contain this book does not contain this. You have like 25 of them. Then go there, craft your own title, and go and make that book. I assure you that book is going to sell. That book is going to have more sales. So always read reviews. Every good book has a bad review. Somebody will say something bad about it. Not because it is bad, but because it is not up to the satisfaction of that person. Now, after you have studied everything, you have studied the cover, gently save one cover you like. Now you model your own cover around that cover. And sometimes some people do not know what color means, color combinations. I think there is a site, color.co, that helps people. I sometimes used it, color.co. It helps you with a mixture of colors together. People will just go to Canva, bring red and yellow together to form a cover. It does not work like that. There are a lot of things that has been said about this KDP. In fact, there is no secret about this Amazon KDP of a thing. It is the one you will discover tomorrow, or the one you will still discover in days to come. Everything about Amazon KDP has been said. So what you have to do to help you is to bring your own creativity. Bring out your own creativity to help you. Always craft your title to always tie your buyers to whatever thing you want to sell. For example, I said on my Twitter, I read a book one time, like 3 years or 4 years ago, and the title is "Who Will Cry When You Die?" You see, I was very curious when I saw it, because what is this person thinking before you could come up with this kind of title? Who will cry when you die? Of course, it's a reality that every one of us, we are going to die. So I want to know, okay, if I should die tomorrow, who are those people that are going to cry? Because I will not be there. Now, this author, he made this kind of title to attract people. So people will buy it because there is a reality in his book. If there is no reality in your book, especially if you are working on health niches, business, parenting, relationship, if there is no reality, if people cannot sense a reality, if they cannot sense the power of your reality, the power of whatever thing you are telling them, they will not buy your book. You run ads, you do not run ads. Ensure that you have a good title. So when I read that book, Who Will Cry When You Die, it's just as if it's a normal book, but the title is very powerful. The title will always ensure that you finish that book, because you want to know the end of that book. Now, a lot of people will now complain that I am not making sales, I am not doing this. Sometimes it is your title is the problem why you are not making sales. If your title is not convincing, especially when you are writing about diseases, you are writing about broken homes, broken relationship, divorce, how to make money and the likes, you will not get anything. Always ensure that you craft a very good title, and these things you can learn it. Always read books, always read reviews. When you read reviews, you will definitely know the mind of people when you read reviews. But people do not read reviews. They just go to Amazon, go and search for whatever book they want to make, and dance, they make it, dump it. Some people even make 60 books, 50 books. It doesn't work that way. And about this KDP, it is hard working. KDP is hard working. You have to spend a whole lot of your time thinking. You have to spend a whole lot of your time reasoning about things. And people just think it is something you can just do, and the next day you want to see $2,000 in your dashboard. It is not possible. For everything you are going to accomplish in life, every great thing takes time. Every great thing takes hard working. Another problem about Amazon KDP is there are some people that they feel lazy to check for plagiarism, and this is one of the reasons why Amazon is terminating people's accounts. Always check for trademark words, and you can check that by using TMView. Search it on Google, TMView. Always check for trademark words, trademark titles. Ensure that your book is 0% plagiarism. People do not have time. They just say, okay, let me just make my first book. I was once like that. I was curious just to make money. I was not giving value. It was my own motive that is in my own mind, that let me just get money from people. And the next thing is that I'll keep making money. It doesn't work that way. You have to sit down, think of a reasonable motive why you are doing this thing. So this is why the value you want to give to people, it must be authentic. It must be number one. Always check for plagiarism. Don't be lazy. It can take you up to 2 days to make a book for high. Sometimes in a day I make 10 books, because number one, I have people who have written a book about it before. I go to pdfdrive.net to get books, paraphrase them, get them ready, make my covers. And whenever you are doing Amazon KDP, always reach out to people. Let me take this cover. Sometimes I disturb a whole lot of my friends. If you are to be the buyer of this book, will you buy this book? Let us be sincere. And they will tell me this is rubbish, this is not good. Then I will not feel bad. I'll go again, go and check online, go to Google and make another cover. And there are other places that can help you to sell your book. A whole lot of us, we are limited to Amazon.com. A whole lot of newbies, they believe that what they saw in their course, because your course creator did not tell you that you can also market your book on other Amazon marketplaces. I think Amazon has like 7 other marketplaces on Amazon KDP. We have Amazon United States, that is Amazon.com, Amazon Canada, that is Amazon.ca, Amazon UK, that is Amazon.uk, Amazon Germany, that is Amazon.de, Amazon France, that is Amazon.fr, Amazon Italy, that is Amazon.it, Amazon Spain, that is Amazon.es. Because you are limited to Amazon.com alone. You know, Amazon.com is the general market, is the focus of a whole lot of people. But don't be a foolish person thinking that your book can only sell on Amazon.com. You are giving value. Amazon.com is just the general market for the United States. Other marketplaces, they are doing well. Other marketplaces, you will always find something there. Other marketplaces, they are also like Amazon.com. Amazon.com is just the popular one every one of us we know, especially Nigerians. There was a time I made one notebook and I sold it. I think that is one of my first notebooks that we ever made sale. And I sold it to Germany. I changed my pen name to a name of Germany, a German name. Now you are publishing on Amazon Spain, and you are using a name that would fit for Canada. You are using a name that would fit for United States. Always use different pen name when you are marketing your book on different marketplaces. One thing that can also help you as a publisher is always get the link of your books to other platforms like Google, like Pinterest, a whole lot of them like that. Always get the link of your book. You can take the link of your book to Pinterest. I think Legal Naira taught me that one. Respect to the boss. He taught me that one. So there are a lot of things about this KDP. There are a lot of things that you can achieve. There are a lot of things that you can do when you set your time. And always have a schedule about Amazon KDP. I have my schedule, okay, from 8 to 2. I'm going to publish this, and nothing will take me from that time, 8 to 2. Except emergencies. Always fix time. It's not the one you do paraphrasing for 30 minutes. You will go again because you are tired. Go again. So Amazon KDP is time consuming itself. And the reason why Amazon is buying a lot of people's accounts these days is because sometimes people are not calm down. People are not calming down. Some people they rush to do things. And some people said they did not trespass and they did not do anything, but Amazon terminated their account. They will not terminate your account because you have not done something wrong. And most of you don't reply to Amazon's Gmail. When they send you a mail, ensure that you reply them and make sure that whatever thing you are saying is very correct. Make sure your English is standard. Because when they detect that the more they send you a message, the more you are replying with unbalanced words, Amazon will come for you at the end, because they know that the way you send them your reply is the same way you are also writing your book. These are the things that I think. So if I should send these people anyhow mail, so they will figure it out. Okay, if this person is really a writer, so why is this person replying like this? Sometimes they will send you a mail, you will not reply, and Amazon think, okay, maybe this is a robot, maybe this is an automatic account or whatever. Always think, when they send you, okay, your book has an error, tell them, thank you for reaching out to me, I am going to fix it. These are little things. Little things count when it comes to Amazon KDP. And people that I have learned from, and people you can also learn from, number one, I have Legal Naira. He taught me a whole lot of things, and I am very privileged to be one of his students, a personal student. I mean, no charge, nothing. There was a time he was talking about people should send their books that he wants to choose publishers. So I had the privilege to be part of his group. Thanks to him, I want to thank Bob Sadiq, Dr. Kenny, Uncle Fengatu. Yeah, I remember that the first time around that June and May, I reached out to him and he replied me. I think it is automatic reply. And I was following up. Even I attended one of his web classes and the likes. They gave me heads up. They gave me inspiration about what Amazon KDP means, and tools that can help you when it comes to Amazon KDP is color.co, pdfdrive.net. Always check for plagiarism. You can use SEO search engine like that. Another thing that can also help you is, there are a lot of them that I cannot even remember right now. Maybe when I remember them, I'm going to tweet it on my space. So these are the things that have helped me so far. And one thing about ad is that a lot of people are asking me that, do you run ads on your book? Do you do this? Do you do that? The truth is, I make use of ads, and some of my books, they have no ads at all. Now, one thing about ad is that ad is like a fetcher. The bigger your fetcher, the bigger the water it will carry. So if you are thinking of running an ad, have it in mind that you cannot run $10 ads and you are expecting like $5,000 results. It's not possible. It is not possible. Don't even go there, because $10,000 ad, it has, a short day of expiring. So ad is like a fetcher. The bigger it is, the bigger it will earn more for you. If you have the money, always run hard, but don't run hard when you don't even understand anything. Don't run hard when you cannot even make a cover. Don't run hard when you cannot even paraphrase well. Don't run hard when you are having books like 35, 25 books. Don't do it. And I think someone said for newbies that you should always publish quantity books. Don't always publish quantity books. Don't publish book in quantities. Publish quality books. Let your cover, let it be mesmerizing. Let your cover, let it attract whoever you are selling your books to. And when it comes to health, business, and relationship and self-help, your title should be crafted that it can attract your buyers. Your introduction should be storytelling. Tell them that, okay, when I had cancer then, I thought I was going to die. Of course, my husband, my wife, they were crying, my parents, everything. Create up a story. You can always check online for people with cancer, people that overcame cancer, people that do this and that. You can always use their own story. Put it in your own introduction, storytelling. Doing this, it will help you. It will help your buyer, because a person with cancer reading your book and it saw how a person overcame cancer. This thing is creativity. You have to add your own thing, your own writing to it. Maybe because I've been a writer, all these things, they are very easy for me. But for you that you are not a writer, always take time to learn. Don't rush things because you saw a result of $12,000 and some cents. You now rush down looking for always calm down. Ensure that you study the market. The reason why I have not rushed Kobo as Mama said I should be doing is because I want to take my time to study it. She has provided us a whole lot of videos, but I'm still taking my own time. This is what I call self-discovery. Discover yourself. You to have a mentality, have a deep knowledge about everything. I think my time is up, and this is 9:20. Thank you very much, Ma. So let us take questions and answer.
Wow. Like my head is hot. It's about to burst right now. Emmanuel has stoked us with value. Wow. This is awesome. I never expected this fire. Wow. Thank you so much, Emmanuel. Thank you for this value-packed Twitter space on Amazon KDP and Kobo sales. So for my own personal take, before I open the floor for people to start asking questions, suggestions, what they learned, but my own personal take from this space is that I like the fact that Emmanuel said what he mentioned about self-discovery, not going to the market, not being impatient, going into the market with patience to just research and learn what works for you. All right, and that's very profound because funny enough, many people are if you can just make yourself unique such that you don't, because being patient, it pays. Yes, it takes time, but it eventually pays. And I think that is what is making Emmanuel stand out, because majority of Nigerians, what they do is they are rushing. They just want to make the money, so they don't even study the market. They're not doing anything. They're just publishing books just anyhow. They're not studying the keywords. They're not studying any part of the research process, but they're just publishing, and that's why they're not making sales. But Emmanuel is part of the 1%. All right, it's part of the 1% making the money. And what is making him make money? What is standing out for him is because he has taken his time to do a self-discovery of what works for him, one, and what the market is demanding for. All right, and also what he said about him making 198 books in a month, it stood out for me. Also, he said that he used the PDF drive. All right, first and foremost, is health niche. Yes, health niche, and I think health niche has the most demand niche on Amazon. That's the truth. The health niche. And why is that? Why do I say that? And that's why I would advise any newbie here, has not started publishing health books, I will advise you move there immediately. And why do I say that? Americans, one of their major pain, one of their major problem in America is their health. Alright, of course they have their economy is doing well, it's booming. They don't really have financial constraint like we Nigerians have. Alright, so they have the money. Majority of them have money, at least they are above average a little. Alright, but their health, the kind of food they eat, the junk foods they eat, the different burgers and all. So it contributes a lot to their health. Alright, so majority of them are obese. I'm talking as a medical doctor right now. So majority of them are obese. They have terminal diseases, hypertension, long-standing diseases, hypertension, diabetes, different diseases like that, autoimmune diseases, different type of diseases, and they're looking for a solution. And Americans are not Nigerians that they like information. As long as it provides solution to their problem, even if it's not the major solution, at least they have idea of what can actually make the problem resolve a little. All right, so they find comfort in information. So if you can provide them with that information about their health, some of them they even want to understand what doctors said about diet better. So they might just, and Amazon is their largest market. They put Amazon, the books on Amazon, they get a lot of information. So they want to, maybe their doctor just told them that, oh, sorry, you have stage 4 hypertensive heart disease, and they've spoken to the doctor, but they don't really understand it. Then they become curious that stage 4 hypertensive heart disease, and immediately they go on. They want to read a book about it. They want to know about it. Of course, they'll go on Google, do research. But Google is scattered information. All right, they want specific information about that problem. All right, so that is what actually happened. So they want to know about it. So, but you, that as a publisher, you have done your research. You have seen that the statistics in America that about 6% of them are having stage 4 hypertensive heart disease. Wow, and you saw that it is a very untapped niche. Many people have not gone into this. All right, so I begin to make book about that. You begin to put your authority in that niche. That making after you make stage 4 heart disease book, you make stage 3 heart disease book. All right, you do stage 2, you do stage 1, as many as that, and you keep using the same pen name, establishing your authority. So a buyer that comes, maybe the doctor does diagnose him of stage 4 heart disease. So he comes in that, oh, let me buy this book, stage 4 heart disease, buy your books. It got value for me. He knew more about his disease. Then the next step is that he wants to read more. Okay, now that I know it's stage 4, what if my disease progress to stage 5? And they want to buy stage 5 again. And they look for your book again. All right, so that is how it works. That is how it works on Amazon. That's how you make your money. All right, and thank God for Amazon. Their paperback is really making people money, and I think that is what stands out for Amazon. The difference between Amazon and Kobo, all right? Of course, Kobo too is generating sales and it's a very good backup. But because Kobo doesn't have paperback at the moment, so that's still a boss compared to Amazon, all right? Amazon is the largest market, and that's why even as my students are making money on Kobo, they're also making money on Amazon. I must encourage them to do evergreens on Amazon, all right? Evergreen on Amazon. So this particular health niche, I think everyone here today, everyone listening to me right now should move, all right? Especially if you're a newbie, move to the health niche. Health niche is a multi-billion-dollar industry on Amazon. I think is the biggest niche that has the biggest money. It has money than business than industry, because many Americans they are sick in their body and they want help. Many of them are obese, and obesity leads to a lot of diseases: hypertension, diabetes, coronary heart disease, atherosclerosis. So many of those diseases, it just keeps compounding like that, So someone can have hypertension and have that. As a result of that obesity, they can have hypertension, can have diabetes. That's same one person. So the person wants to have information about what is going on in his body. There are information about cancer, and everything is online. All the information is online. All right. So that's how it works. That is how it works. Now I'm talking too much and I have to allow people ask questions and suggestions. But Emmanuel, thank you so much. You have really opened my eyes. I've actually seen a lot, and I think I'm going to also come in and dominate because I have more advantage. I'm a medical doctor, so I'm coming to dominate also in the health niche, because what I was doing before was self-help. All right. So, but I'm coming to the health niche to dominate it and make money off it. All right. So let me just ask Bob, do you have anything to say? Do you have, before I open the floor for our listeners? All right.
First of all, I said you should leave us with our niche. Go and be eating your money on self-help. Leave us. You want to come to health and dominate.
Sorry, Bob, I can't hear you well.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you a little. It's kind of cracking.
I'm saying that you should leave us on our health niche. You should leave us on our health niche.
Why?
Go and make your money.
No, not $1 million.
You want to go and use the doctor and fetch all the money?
I'm coming to dominate. I am coming to dominate.
You are highly welcome. We will see you. Okay, I have just something little to share because I have my own day coming up. Now, I first of all want to thank Emmanuel for the wonderful space. It was actually interesting and inspiring. It's something that I was everly looking for. When I saw that he was even the speaker, I said, I don't feel miss this space. So, they say they come out 12K dollars monthly. No, I need to learn from him. So Emmanuel is actually good, and he shared key points here that we should take note of. Now, what I would just want to say is, I don't want to sound like a motivational speaker, but I'm telling all of us here that if you don't take Amazon KDP serious, then you are not ready for it. In pidgin language, if you don't carry your business for head, you never serious. Now, Amazon KDP is a business that when you take it serious, you actually make money. Forget the fact that some of us come on Twitter to drop 1 or 2 value. On WhatsApp, we do the same thing. On Facebook, we are there sharing value on Amazon KDP. In our support group and all, we are still sharing value. But at the same time, we are still working. Now, how about you that don't have that kind of workload compared to I? Definitely, you have 24 hours to run Amazon KDP. So what are you waiting for? Now, create a time for yourself. You can be using at least 8 hours on Amazon every day. Do this for 30 days, and your dashboard will never remain the same. Just like Emmanuel said, if you need to do more of the self-researching, know what worked for you. Stop following the crowd. Yes, summary model is paying, so I'll run and start doing summary. Trends are paying, I'll run and start doing trends. No, calm down and figure out what works for you, because that's the only way you will scale through. So that's just what I want to share with us tonight. Just calm down, know what works for you, and then implement ruthlessly. Thank you, Coach Kenny.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Bob. Thank you. All right. Now let me open the floor for people to send in their questions. All right. So if you want to ask questions, just indicate. I think there's a place you can indicate. Probably you raise up your hand so I can unmute you and you ask your question. All right. Okay. So please indicate if you have a question. Indicate, and let's do that very fast because our time is far gone. One requested. All right. Okay. The most is. All right. So I have approved one person to speak. Okay. So. All right. The Moses, please, can you unmute your mic and ask your question, please?
All right. Good evening, Coordinator. Good evening, everybody. Now, what I wanted to ask is, with that we are just starting, we don't have money to purchase publishers rocket.
Sorry, I can't hear you well. Can you speak? Hello.
All right. Hello, can you hear me now?
Yes, I think it's better now. You can go ahead. can go ahead, please. Why is your mute back? Can you unmute yourself, please, and ask your question? Hello? Alright, please, another person should request quickly. Please, if you have any questions, request to speak. Why I unmute your mic, please?
Hello.
Let's start on time. Who is speaking right now? The Moses, are you still the one speaking? But I'm saying that your speaker is still on mute right now. Please, if you have questions, please just send a request and I'm going to unmute you. Is this network right now? I doubt. Is it my own network? Hello? Hello, anyone?
Yeah, we are with you, ma.
Okay, Mr. Mano, you can still hear me, right?
Very clearly, ma.
Okay, so I need them to ask questions, all right? I need us to be on the same page.
Moses Akinremi said that, what about those of them that do not have money to purchase publisher rockets? It is not a must that you have publisher rockets.
Publisher rockets, long. No, now.
It's not a must you have a publisher rocket before you can make sales on Amazon. Publisher rocket is just a paid tool to relieve you of your stress, to relieve you of stress of going to Amazon, installing extensions and the likes. And in fact, to tell you, I have tons of friends that they have this publisher rocket and they even do not know how to use it. They even do not know how to go about it. So for a start, I would say it is better for you to use the normal system. Just go to Amazon, do everything that is required of you. Go to Amazon search bar, go to Google, go to answer the public, find whatever thing you want to find, and product merge will help you with categories. It will help you with categories of whichever book you are researching on. It will tell you three or two categories of which that book is listed. That is that. Thank you, Mr. Moses.
Okay, just to add to what Emmanuel said, for the question Mr. Moses asked about how can you make sale if you don't have publisher rockets? You know, as I said, it's not a must. Publisher rocket is just a paid to help you scale up better, right? But it's not a must to have it. People have made $10,000 without having publisher rockets, all right? And the organic traffic that comes with the right keyword is even the most important, because it's when you can generate traffic to your book very well without anything paid. That's when, if you start using paid, you can scale better. But if you have not done your proper organic traffic process, if you start using your paid to it, you will get frustrated because you will not make sales. All right, so you have to. It's like a building. The foundation has to be there first. So you have to learn how to use to make sales with the organic traffic, which is your keyword, and also the algorithm and everything without paid tools yet, without paid ads. So it's when you get the organic sales of your books very right, like you're making some steady sales, then you can now say, okay, let me now scale up. You now start using paid. But if you have not scaled up with organic and you now want to start using paid, I know you will just get frustrated. That's the truth. So first, start basis, lay the foundation, know how to do research on Amazon search bar. You know that Amazon search bar is still the most important. It's important than publisher rocket actually, because that is where customers are searching. That's the truth. That's most of you don't know. So when you are searching like that, you are coming in like a customer is searching. So you will be seeing what Amazon is suggesting to customers too. You are coming like a customer in that search bar. All right. So you are seeing all the suggestion of the titles that they are bringing up. So you can now have an idea. Okay, this is what buyers see when they search for this book. This is what they see. This is what comes up. All right. So you have to first learn the basis of the Amazon. That Amazon search bar is still the most important place of research for your Amazon KDP business. I believe so. It's more important than publisher rockets or any page tool whatsoever. So first learn how to learn the tricks and strategy basics of that search bar, learn how it's bring out title, learn how it's, learn the next title is, just learn those basic strategies that, okay, I know this one will work out. If I do this, let me just type this. What does this search bar, what is it bringing out? So if you can learn it well, you will understand that, okay, this is how it works. Now let me start creating my books in the line of how this Amazon search bar is bringing out topics. Do you understand? So that is how it works. So first learn the basics. When you learn the basics, then you can now scale up with paid ads or paid tools or whatsoever. All right, I think I've answered that. But so before we end this night, time is far gone. I want to do an assignment, and this is what I'm going to be doing after every of our Twitter space. All right. So now I want everyone that is on this Twitter space to start doing books on health niche. Like, I'm taking note of everyone here right now. I'm doing a screenshot. So please, if you're doing other niche and it's working for you, continue, right? But I want everyone to just do a test run of the health niche. And it can contain everybody. That's the truth. It can control, and as Emmanuel had said, it's not only Amazon.com that is on, it's not only the US market that is on Amazon. We have the Amazon.uk, Canada, Germany, everywhere, all right? So the market is not saturated. Don't think that this market, no, it's not. It's not. There's still space for you. There's still space for you to make your own $1,000, $10,000, as much as you want, all right? So I want everyone on this space to for this particular month, focus on health niche. And let's start with this. I want one person to pick out diseases. Just pick out diseases. Go to Google, check the most what the disease of America, like how the ranking of disease, like what disease they have most. Is it cancer? Is it hypertension? Is it diabetes? Is it obesity? Is it coronary disease? Just look for that spectrum of disease, how it affects their lives the most, and pick just one out of it. That one you are going to pick, start making serious research on it. So after you've gathered your research, you search on the Amazon search bar also, you search on Google, ask the public, everything you need to know. You have all your information ready. So start creating titles in that keyword, start creating titles for that particular book. Start creating, if it's cancer. Cancer is very different type of cancer. There's childhood cancer, there's adult cancer, there's male cancer, there's female cancer, breast cancer, prostate cancer, colon cancer, a lot of things. Don't focus on one. So once you notice that after you produce that particular book, it's making sales, then immediately, don't even waste time, start making books in relation to that particular book also. If you do a book of colon cancer and start selling, start a book on gastrointestinal cancer. Do you understand? So just now create an authority around that niche, around that cancer niche, that they'll see that, maybe Amelia Peter book on colon cancer, Amelia Peter book on gastrointestinal cancer, Amelia Peter book on breast cancer. So this person knows this, and you start using doctor. There's no they're not going to do a search of if you're a doctor or not. Just to build that authority, put doctor or prof. Yes, in your title, put it there. You are a doctor. All right? Amazon is not going to come to your house to ask for your certificate of MBBS. All right? So just do that. Do doctor, professor, doctor this, doctor that, on that book. So they will say that Amelia Peter is an authority here. So if they buy one of your book and they get value for it, they want to buy another. And that is how you make progress. Of course, all right? So, and if you now want to make everything now bust out, like you want to make big money, then start creating an email list for those particular people buying your books. Start sending them email, time follow up. You have just built yourself wealth around Amazon, such that even if Amazon, if they praise and they add that account, but you have your list of buyers and you can always still sell to them for forever. You have their list, you can always sell to them anytime, anywhere you want. All right, so that is how it works. All right. So so we've had a good time. I want to leave. All right. So thank you, everyone. So if you have another question, you can ask tomorrow in tomorrow's space. I need to leave now. I have a lot of things to do. I'm working on my course also. My course should be out on Seller this week. My Kobo course and Amazon KDP course should be out on Seller this week. And I'm going to ensure I post all the information I'm also learning here. Everything is going to be there. All right. I want the best for everyone. I want everyone to win in this game. And of course, there's no competition. We can only collaborate so that we can win more. All right. So that is it. So if you have another question, please, tomorrow is going to be better than today, I believe. All right. It's going to keep getting better. And I trust that Mr. Emmanuel will still come back tomorrow, even though not as a co-host, but of course, he's going to come back to learn and also contribute one or two things. Also at Pop 2. So each of our speaker will be around for each of the session as much as they can. All right. So you can still ask them. You can still ask Emmanuel questions tomorrow. All right. So please be present for tomorrow's space. You tweet, share what you learn. You tweet, please share, follow us, and retweet our space. All right. Thank you all. Thank you for your time. I really appreciate it. So I'm going to send the recording for those that are saying that they can't hear the network. I'm going to immediately share the recording of this space. All right. Thank you so much, and have a great night rest. Have a sweet night rest. All right. Bye, everyone. I'm going to end this right now. Bye. Does anybody have anything to say? Mr. Emmanuel, do you want to say last word to our listeners? Mr. Emmanuel, Bob, does anybody have anything to say?
What I would love to say is, after this space, take Amazon KDP seriously. I mean, your royalties can change your life. It can change your life to a degree, to a known degree. So whatever thing that brings money for you, take it with all seriousness. Don't take it, and ensure that you learn from the right source. Ensure that you follow people that know what they are doing. You cannot follow everybody. Ensure that you are specific about who you listen to, and over everything, what I do, because I'm a minister of the gospel, is I pray. Sometimes I pray to my book and say, God, this book, as this book is going online, is going to make sales. Ensure that you pray. God, listen. Do all that is right, and the Lord will help you in Jesus' name. You are all blessed. We love you so much.
Pastor Emmanuel.
We really appreciate you.
I do you have any last thing to say?
We need to repent this night.
Yes, so. All right. Good night, everyone. See you same time tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll definitely start by 8 p.m.
There's a request. Kenny, I think someone has a request.
That will be answered tomorrow. The person should come tomorrow, please. That will be answered tomorrow. I planned this space for just 8 to 9 p.m. But now we are 9:04. I have to do other things too. So to request, please, tomorrow, you are definitely going to be the first person to speak or ask your questions tomorrow. All right? Thank you. Good night, everyone. I will see you same time, 8 p.m. Not 8:30 tomorrow, it's 8 p.m. tomorrow. Please share, tell your friends. We are hosting the biggest KDP publishing Twitter space yet in Nigeria. All right. Bye. See you tomorrow.